Start by lifting the seat up. It's necessary to unplug the battery wires. Remember the polarity and where they plug back into. Feed the battery wires back down through the body into the receiver housing area. Flip the car up onto its side or upside down, whatever is comfortable. Remove the 4 screws covering the receiver area. Take the protective dust cover off. And then go ahead and pull the battery wires on through. Be sure to be gentle with all the wiring in the vehicle, not to damage it. Disconnect the white connector that has the yellow and blue wire. This wire connects to the motor. Next, disconnect the long connector. It has a series of different colored wires and plugs directly into the receiver. Gentle when disconnecting it, not to rip any wires out. Then remove the wire with the small connector and the red and black wires. These wires trace over to a circuit board, as you can see here in the video. Here I'm just trying to move the wires to where they're more organized. Disconnect the black standard size connector with the yellow and blue wires. Disconnect the smaller connector with yellow and black wire. The white wire is the antenna wire. It's routed through the body and simply disconnects like so. Be gentle when removing the antenna wire. Next, remove the 4 screws that hold the receiver in place. After the screws are removed, simply slide the receiver out, careful not to damage any wires. Time to put in the new receiver. Start by feeding the white antenna wire through the first hole, just to get it out of the way, to make installation easier. Slide the receiver down in the cubby hole where it fits in the vehicle body. It'll set on the stubs for the screws. Simply hold it with one finger and install the screws. I used a magnetic screwdriver. It made it a little bit easier, but if you can get a second hand, that'll work too. Right here I'm just feeding the red and black battery wires back through the vehicle body into the battery compartment. Once again, it's easier if the vehicle's on its side, so you can simply just pull the wires through. Remember though, to be gentle not to tear the wires. Reconnect the motor connector. It's the white one with the yellow and blue wires that's larger. Sometimes it may take a couple tries to get the connectors to go together. Simply wiggle them, but do not force them. This can damage them. Install the multicolored long white connector. Be sure to put it in the right direction and remember not to force it. It plugs into the receiver. Reconnect the small yellow and black wire connector. And then grab the larger black connector with yellow and blue wires and reconnect it. Then the black and red wire small white connector. Be sure to plug it in the correct direction on the receiver. Remember, do not force it. Now it's time to simply tuck your wires in. Okay, go back to the top and plug in the black and red battery wires. Remember, red to red and black to black. After completing this, it's a good time to test the vehicle functions to make sure it works correctly. Then you can go ahead and finish with tucking the wires correctly and then putting on the dust cover. Remember to install the 4 screws to hold the cover back on. Route the white antenna wire back through the vehicle body. Be sure to route it the same way it was routed before you removed it. Good job, you've officially replaced the receiver. Thanks for watching.